This morning, Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt joins us live for our Thursday chat.
Good morning, Mr. Holt.
Hi, good morning.
Mayor, I want to ask you this to start off with. This news just coming out. Of course, two big international events now announcing this month that they're going to be here at Riversport in Oklahoma City after being pulled out of Russia. What does that mean for Oklahoma City, and what's your reaction to the news?
Well, these are great opportunities and obviously validation of the investment we've made in Riversport. I mean, we've really built one of the world's finest paddle sport facilities anywhere, and so it gives us the opportunity to snatch these events in this case. You know, this is happening obviously because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. These were two particular events: the Super Cup, which is a paddle sport, which is a ICF, International Canoe Federation event, and then also the SUP, Stand-Up Paddleboard World Cup. These were both going to happen in 2022 in Moscow, Russia. One of them happened in Oklahoma City last year. The Super Cup was a big event we had in the fall of 2021. And when, the IOC issued the edict that there were to be no more events in Russia this year, we're great partners with the ICF, the International Canoe Federation. As I said, we're viewed as one of the best venues in the world. And they immediately called us. And, of course, we're happy to accommodate that. So it's a great opportunity to bring a lot of international athletes and fans back in Oklahoma City. And obviously an opportunity to steal something from Russia. And we're happy to do that right now. And we definitely want them to feel repercussions for the illegal invasion that they're engaged in. And if we can do our part by hosting some events here that should have been theirs, we are more than happy to do that. And again, great opportunity for Oklahoma City, great validation for the venue that we've built there. We truly are one of the best venues for these types of events in the whole world.
One more question for you, Mayor. Back in 1958, Clara Luper led the sit-in at Katz Drug Store. Now that historic moment being immortalized in a new sculpture. Talk about that and what it means for future generations learning about that.
Yeah, the year I first took office in 2018 was the 60th anniversary of what you just described, the original sit-in at the Katz Drug Store in downtown Oklahoma City. It really sparked the civil rights movement in Oklahoma City and was an inspiration for that same tactic to be used around the country. There are far more famous sit-ins that happened in other places, but they were much later, after Oklahoma City. Mm-hmm. And those people truly learned from what had happened here. So we didn't talk about that enough here in Oklahoma City through the years. At least that was my view. And there was no permanent commemoration of the civil rights movement in downtown Oklahoma City. So in 2018, when we celebrated that 60th anniversary, I asked John Kennedy and Pastor Lee Cooper to co-chair an effort to place a permanent commemoration at the site of the original Katz Drug Store. And yesterday, we had the opportunity to share with the public what we now think that will look like, the design for that commemoration. It's a very ambitious, it's now a multi-million-dollar project. It's an ambitious sculpture of a full-scale lunch counter along with representations of the original sit-inners and Clara Luper. And we're in the fundraising phase now, and we're very excited about it. I know it's going to happen. I'm excited to see it play out in the next couple of years, and we will finally have this story told permanently in the heart of our city.
Important story to tell. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for being with us this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And you're right. I mean, we need to tell this story to honor these heroes, and we also need to make sure that we learn from those lessons of history. Thanks for having me on this morning. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, Mayor.